going on, everybody? I'm back again with another vlog, and today I'm way up north in the Bronx by Mosholu Parkway, and I'm gonna walk around this area and I'm gonna explore probably the Norwood neighborhood or see what's around here. A neighborhood I don't know pretty much about, but doesn't hurt to explore something new, so join me. So far I got off the train and I love what I'm seeing. Pretty beautiful area over here. You see some buildings, and then I see some buildings across the street with some architecture, so I think I'm gonna try to cross over that way to explore and see what's happening over there. So a lot of people, they have like a lot of mystery with the Bronx. They're really curious about the neighborhood, and like any other place, you know, there's good and bad, but I think the Bronx has like a lot of hidden gems. Like this area over here I didn't really knew much about, but look, beautiful, peaceful, beautiful apartment complex. So I'm gonna walk over that way, and that's the beauty, you know. You just gotta go get off your comfort zone and try to explore new things. So this reminds me a little bit of Pelham Parkway, but a little different. That's the 4 train right there. We got a highway over there and beautiful architecture. People doing picnic too. So it's really pleasant to walk around here. And so walking around here, what attracted me was the architecture of this building. I believe it's like apartment buildings. And over there's some subway. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, beautiful structure of architecture over here. Yeah, residential. Yeah, the details, everything, beautiful. And this over here is the Grand Concourse, which goes all the way to the South Bronx, but here it's like a different vibe. I've been in the South Bronx area, the Grand Concourse, but I've never been in this part. Pretty spacious, you know, and they got like some beautiful residential buildings over here. Pretty clean too. You don't see, you know, much people walking around here. It also kind of reminds me a little bit of Queens Boulevard by Forest Hills, like all apartments like this, you know. Yeah, I never knew about this neighborhood, so it's beautiful. So far I'm loving the area, and I pretty much random pick up the stuff, and I just got up and see what's going on, and so far I'm discovering all this, you know, residential area. So yeah, pretty cool that I got off over here, but I think I'm gonna turn back and explore the other side of the neighborhood. And I believe this part over here is Jerome Park, then you got Mosholu Parkway, and then the other side is Norwood. Far up all the way up in the Bronx, like the last stop of the D train, 204 if I'm not mistaken. Here you see the, you know, some deli, bodegas and stuff like that, apartment complex. So yeah, pretty nice. And here you can see how they're developing new buildings, combined with old buildings. With there right in the corner, there's a really cool building too. So you see like old houses like this. This one looks like it's a new development too. So pretty nice, you know. You expect you're like somewhere else, like in another borough, like all the way in the hills. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Journal Square in Jersey City. Yeah, well, I like this building here in the corner with the hills, and that's the parkway right there. So yeah, and over here as I'm walking, I cross the other side to enter the Norwood section. Beautiful house over here, you know. Beautiful area, lovely area. People just chilling. And the neighborhood is diverse. I think it's pretty much more Latino, but I also see like, I don't know if they're Middle Eastern or a little bit of everything, so pretty chill neighborhood. So now I'm entering the neighborhood of Norwood in the Bronx. So far, pretty nice neighborhood, you know, nice and quiet. Further up in the Bronx, and I heard like the northern you go in the Bronx, the better it gets. So yeah, I think it's surrounded by a couple of parts of Van Cortlandt Park, and it also has like a park, and of course the park that just passed the Mosholu Parkway. So really lovely and really pleasant to walk around here in this area. This is like a place that a lot of people, they don't know. This is actually like my first time walking around here, and so far I'm loving it. Another interesting thing, I think this neighborhood is really good for walking and a workout, because it's up like in the hill, so you go up the hill, go down. But a lot of neighborhoods in Uptown and in the Bronx are like this too, like up in the hill and then down, but it's surrounded by a lot of apartment complexes. But I think it's really cool. And as I walk around here, I know there's a lot of Puerto Ricans, but also I don't know if they're Bangladeshi or where they're from, but like all mixed together. So I think it makes the neighborhood pretty unique. But so far I'm loving it. Like this is the main street. So as you can see, Norwood, pretty nice, you know, a lot of shops. walkable neighborhood, hardworking people. I know I say a lot in my videos, but I can see myself living around here. I think it's a little bit far from the city, but hey, just a subway ride. You could take the D train or the 4 train. Probably like a 30-40 minute commute to Manhattan. And then they got a market over here, international food. Pretty pleasant. And I'm gonna continue walking in the main street, but I made a little detour over here because I see some pretty interesting buildings that I think it's worth showing. So they got like a really nice church over here, and then you walk forward, apartment buildings, you know, apartment complex. You enter from one main street, then you come over here, and it's really quiet. And in some parts it kind of resembles a little bit of Jersey City in Jersey, like the buildings like this with the houses surrounded like this. I kind of feel like I'm in Journal Square, which I made a video there like a couple of months ago, and so far the video's doing pretty good. But yeah, I'm loving this neighborhood really good. Like, one of my coworkers used to live around this neighborhood, and he told me how good it was. But I never had like the urge to venture, but I decided, you know what, today let me come over here to explore and show the Bronx some love. Yeah, I love the Bronx. The Bronx, you know, doesn't get like the best representation, but I think there's a lot of hidden gems in the Bronx. And then really beautiful over here, like a 360-degree. Really quiet, beautiful, residential. So yeah, Norwood. Then here, not too bad. We got like apartment complex over here. Nice apartments and some nice houses. So the neighborhood's pretty residential. And like I said, the neighborhood shares a lot of similarity with Journal Square in Jersey City. So if I'm gonna make my left, there's a park that I want to check it out. So here I am again walking up the hill, but in front of me is the park. So I guess this is where everybody in this neighborhood camps out on a nice day in spring or in the summertime. So this is it right here, the park where everybody hangs out. Pretty beautiful, you know, give you a free sit, see what's going on over here. Yeah, it's really lovely over here. And as I'm getting off the park, I discovered this beautiful house over here. Not sure if it's a museum or house, but I think it's pretty beautiful, the structure. Then you see it mixed with apartments. So then I am walking from the park, and here's like another main street. And not sure if ahead of me there's like a cemetery or another park, but I'm gonna find out. So to my right hand is actually a cemetery, but I still think it's beautiful with all these flowers over here. You can feel the spring season. Like I say, Norwood is surrounded by a lot of parks. There's a main street on the other side. But yeah, pretty nice. End up at another main street like this. A lot of activity going on,
27 to go.
but not too many people. There's an ice cream truck over there. There you can see the shops over here. I know there's a lot of good restaurants around here. Also, I know there's a lot of traffic jam over here. So yeah, it must be like a connection of a highway or something. And this building to my left side, really big building over here. This is actually a hospital here in the Bronx. There's a lot of hospitals around the Bronx, but this is like a major one over here. So a lot of people, they take the subway over here to this hospital, and it serves pretty much like the area over here. So yeah, so as I'm walking around this nice street, you see a lot of apartments, and they even have signs like apartments for rent, and see the super. But yeah, pretty cool. And it's surrounded by a lot of parks, and it even has like a major hospital, so I think it's pretty convenient, and a lot of restaurants in the main street. So yeah, pretty unique. Then here ahead of me is like another park, and I think the Van Cortlandt Park is around here. Then the subway train passes over here, you're gonna see. But yeah, so far I gotta say I'm really impressed with the neighborhood of Norwood in the Bronx. In this area specifically, you know, pretty nice. You know, it's not too noisy like other neighborhoods you see around, and yeah, pretty much like a working class community. So that's what like the type of neighborhoods that I like exploring. So it's being an awesome day here by the Norwood section of the Bronx. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.